Just always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On play action, Heineke. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more. Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw is Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Oh, they were getting in the late fucking hit. Alright, whatever. Okay.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Flush to his right.
Penalty, man.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. Now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Heineke. They'll roll him out right.
Not the town, pal.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
What do you get? I didn't get enough.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will be back just to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott set to go on offense for the first time. And with Dak at the controls, his 6th season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the game. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance.
You get nothing.
They got it done.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Try and run for it with Elliott.
You don't want it. Look at this
He's going to
idiot.
get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
You hate the blocks, man. Come on.
Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
To 3 and out on their opening drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage.
Come on, man!
11 coming up. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Look how short that shit is. Damn.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
What is wrong?
It will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A 1st down throw for Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Okay.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal. Throwing. Heineke to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker.
And he'll take
I can't get in.
to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them. And I haven't met an offensive line yet
that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun.
Oh, come on.
This is one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked up at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
That one was not right.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. And he will find his man Samuel.
Come on, y'all.
This one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They gave it to him.
But he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Sort of interesting one with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown. And
got about 2 inches to the end zone, but they up 14-9. Oh, I should have blocked that one.
Extra point by Sly is up.
Damn.
It's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Must have been blocked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for Dallas. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
Oof.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, dangerous. Well, a good throw.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Anybody on air?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Heineke's throw by Samuel. And he gets this one chip.
Something's wrong.
The 40 down at the 39.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake, and now Heineke. On the move to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dorrance Armstrong. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Heineke's throw there complete to Sims. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Thomas has got it, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Why gotta leave him open like that? Fix this.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open. And it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Elliott. Bulldozes past him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Prescott on first down. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott now. That's Gallup on the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Down carry by Elliott. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run. Think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more points than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Shut up.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Yeah, you told me to go for it earlier. Shut up.
McLaurin in the Washington offense. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, so far, just the single catch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Heineke throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
That's fine. You got good yardage. Pretty good.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Defense, what is y'all doing?
Rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. At Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Throwing again on second down. Heineke firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Dang, y'all.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw, Heineke. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is in the end zone.
Another incident, fucking end zone.
Antonio Gibson.
3 inches, 21 points.
Game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Pollard. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
First down throw for Prescott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw is Prescott, escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
Bullshit!
So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Heineke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Forced out to his left.
Kick that knee.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I don't believe it. I don't know how he got away.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Should have.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
What are you doing?
He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby.
You slip, man. You can't do that.
To the 32-yard line.
Sorry. My fault.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Heineke steps away.
How do we get away? How does he get away?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Heineke, 27 yards.
Oh, he wants
and
it.
the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
I don't believe this shit.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Okay.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it.
Ride the star back
Just
time.
2 plays to get into the end zone.
Stay there. Let's
This
go.
one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. There's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play there on the catch and run. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge. Of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Heineke on 1st down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Heineke. And Thomas.
Oh, come on! Fuck! Damn it!
Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 59 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32.
Can't stop these fuckers.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Heineke to throw it.
Thank you.
Pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dorrance Armstrong able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's right.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Nope.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 45 on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
on the ground with Elliott. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was a huge play on 3rd down, so now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
I gotta get points. I ain't gonna go for it. Come on, man. I'm not throwing this fucking ball.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Heineke. Rolling to his right.
That's some fucking bullshit. Yeah, whatever. Alright, that's it.
That is an absolute.
Let's get this motherfucker, man.
Passing play wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it? It's nowhere to go here.
Get the rock, yo!
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
A lot of bad news on that play
That's right.
for them.
I said, let's get this motherfucker. And we got him. I should have got the damn ball.
But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Damn. That was it right there.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Heineke now.
Catch it.
And it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Man, get this bitch. Oh, see, that's the bullshit, man. All right. Okay.
Yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's taken down inside the 30. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep the offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says He has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, but what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
Good play. Way to nail it.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And
I see it. Oh, you don't see it all. Well, good thing I ain't come out that fucking end zone. Good Lord. That was close.
in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's Elliott, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
No, don't do this.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Prescott to throw it. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing. Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Should have thrown to Cooper for a touchdown.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Prescott. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone.
Yeah.
So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead. And
Did you get in?
Yeah, at this stage of the game.
They got it.
It seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Heineke now in the Washington offense. Down 31-28. Just under 2 minutes to go. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Gets this to Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Finding Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw. Steps away to his left.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Rolling to his left. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Second down and 3. Back to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
Unfucking-believable.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks in the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. First down, Prescott. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
Hope I ain't call fake. I got to call timeout. Take the penalty, because I don't know what I call.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it.
And the ball is knocked out.
There you go. Make this fucker fumble. I'm tired of this fool. Costly
mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Let's see what happens. I don't know why you ain't throw the shit. Ain't nobody open, that's why. Look at it. Enough is enough.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Prescott dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, Pollard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Guess what?
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a give here to Pollard.
Take that motherfucking shit. I tried to kick a field goal with y'all asses. But take the 6 instead. You like that shit?
Fans exit back out through the turnstiles. Not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that. And
shouldn't even let y'all touch me.
Hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping
Good win, y'all.
for the kids. They just want to get home.
Good win.
What a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy.
Shit, yeah.
But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Dallas, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6 and 7 on the year.
We just helped y'all
and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire